How are we doing out there in the world? I'm back with another DIY video. This one has been in the works for ages, genuinely ages. In the last DIY video I made, I mentioned how I had one already complete and ready to kind of go. A project complete, not the video, obviously. I hadn't filmed the video yet. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then it kind of became summer, and now it's not really the weather to be talking about a velvet jacket, but whatever, we're here now. It's kind of bothering me that I'm wearing my red glasses while my hair is dyed green. I like to keep things on theme, but this doesn't match. I do have green glasses, but they don't show up green on camera. Shall we take a little tangent for the green glasses? See, they're too dark. You can't see that they're green. I can see that they're green. They look good to me. Getting prescription sunglasses was such a life upgrade. But today we're talking about red, because we're talking about a red jacket. I previously dyed this one red in a video last summer, I think, because it started out life dark pink and then I dyed it dark red, and that's a whole other video. But I wasn't really done with it at that point. It didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted. It was definitely, I mean, I liked it. I liked the results at the time, but I just sort of had in my head that I could have done better. I could have chosen a slightly better dye colour, because it came out a really brownish red, which is fine. It was nice, but I wanted bright red, you know? I really wanted a bright red. Now, I do have my notes, because I did this ages ago, so long ago, I've kind of forgotten the exact steps I took. Okay, so I previously dyed it red using Dylon dye. I decided I wanted it to be a brighter red, so the first step would be to take out the dye I'd already put in it. So it had to get bleached. And I've been experimenting a lot with the ret bleach. A lot of my videos now feature ret bleach. And I have to say in every single one of these videos, that stuff smells so bad. It's so bad, but it works. You also need to keep it hot. With ret bleach and dye, you're supposed to boil it and keep it going on a cooker, but this coat is way too big for that, and I couldn't afford a soup pot that big, so I used a plastic bucket and boiled like kettles of boiled water to kind of keep it hotter than it would be in cold water, but it wasn't exactly boiling, so I knew I could get better results if the water was hot, and the hotter the water, the better the results. Oh, that's hard to say. But basically, the hotter you keep it for longer, the longer you keep it hot, wow, this is a tongue twister. The hotter you can keep the water and the longer you can keep it hot, the better the bleach will work. That's what I was trying to say. But my options were limited in this case because I just didn't have a pot big enough for an entire coat. So it went in a bucket and it got filled with kettles of boiled water that I just stirred around and tried to keep topped up. And amazingly, the actual fabric, the actual velvet didn't really bleach. It bleached enough, you know. The dye that I'd put in previously, the dark red, came out completely. So did the pink that was in there originally, because it's not pink anymore. It turned a kind of orangey rust colour, but the stitching around the bottom, the embroidery, turned gold. The dye came out of the embroidery completely, which really surprised me because before, when I dyed it, the embroidery thread dyed exactly the same as the rest of the fabric, so I assumed it would be the same if I bleached it, probably. but it wasn't. The embroidery came out gold, which was almost a spanner in the works for me because I really liked that and I wanted to keep it that way. I did wear it once while it was still like that, so that I do have some photos of the coat when it was bronze with gold embroidery. And I started considering dip dyeing it. I thought if I was really careful, I could dip dye it red and keep the embroidery out, and then maybe sponge on dye round it and have the coat be bright red with gold embroidery, because that would be the dream. Like, that would be great. And I kept thinking on it for months. I just left it orange for months while I thought about this. And then ultimately I decided to just stop making life difficult for myself and just dye it red the way I had intended from the start. So I bought some tulip red, Dye-Lon tulip red. I used rosewood the last time, and I've had good results with the rosewood red before. That's the one I used for my jeans and stuff. You know, when I bleach and tie-dye jeans to make them look blood splattered, I always use rosewood for that. But on this fabric it just came out too dark. So this time I used tulip red, and it's again just a washing machine effort. You just chuck it in the washing machine and it does it all for you. And it came out perfect. It's the perfect shade of red. It's so good. I'm going to go put it on for you now to show you, even though it's way too hot for it. Ready? Chug. Swish. It's perfect. I love it so much. Meta's velvet stuff is my favourite clothes in the world anyway, and Metamorpho's coats are nearly always exactly my size. I don't know what it is about them. This one in particular is really like exactly my size and shape. I got lucky with this. I really love this coat. And now it's the perfect colour for me as well. Well, when I'm wearing red anyway. I did just dye my hair green. I know I mentioned that at the start of the video. I'm gonna have a green phase this summer. The embroidery on the ends didn't dye exactly the same. It's the embroidery turned a little bit bronzy. I'll show you. Let's stand up here. So it's still a little bit, it's not gold anymore, but it's like red and bronze. And I'm not mad about it. I quite like it like that. It's unexpected, but I like it. And I'm not one of those people that's fussy about mixing metals. I know some people don't want to do that and they'll only wear gold with gold and silver with silver and so on. I'm not like that. I'll wear gold and silver and bronze all mixed together. But basically, this is it. Job's a good one. It's done. It's complete. I cannot wait to wear this just in general. But obviously it's May right now. It's sunny. We're just going into summer, so it's not really velvet jacket weather. Although, sometimes it's still coat weather here. Every so often there's a nice dreich day and you can still wear a coat. So this video isn't sponsored by any brand of dye or bleach. I should say that probably. Can you imagine if I got sponsored by a brand of dye or bleach? That would be so weird. There will be plenty of outfit pictures featuring this coat up on Instagram if you're curious about that. Go and join me there. What else? What else is there to say? I have another DIY project coming up. If you follow Joelle, Fluffy Kawaii Jo, on YouTube, you might remember her mentioning that she was going to send me a dress of hers to experiment on. As far as I'm aware, it's just an old bodyline dress that she doesn't really wear or particularly care about anymore, and she's posting it to me. So there will be a sort of collaboration DIY video in that I'm just going to go nuts and run some experiments on her dress, and we'll see what that looks like together. I might put up a little poll or something asking for your opinions on what you think we should do with this dress. I'll put it up on Patreon first and then maybe ask for wider opinions. So, join me on Patreon if you're interested in being involved and more involved in what I'm doing here. You can pledge just $1 a month. I'm not skinning you for money, but that $1 is the peanut butter for silver tier. In most of my videos, Silver appears. She is right here just now, but she's sleeping. If you support me with $1 a month, I use that $1 to buy peanut butter for Silver, and that way she never needs to know that she's taking medication. Because she's quite elderly now, so she needs regular medication. But if I put it in peanut butter, she doesn't know the difference. Also on Patreon, obviously, you get access to opinion polls and sneak previews of things like pin badge releases. Actually, my most recent pin badge collection goes perfectly with this coat. There we go. If you want a pin badge of your own, they're up on Etsy, and there's red ones and black ones right now, and there are plenty more planned. I have another set on their way to me now. I'm not going to spoil the surprise though. Well, you'll know what they are if you're on Patreon, but for right now, there's red and black, and the red one goes with this jacket, which is amazing. Maybe I should make green ones if I'm having a green summer. Okay, I think that's everything. That's enough self-promotion for now. As always, thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. I make new videos every weekend. Bye!